Good afternoon, folks, ladies and gentlemen. So, if y'all don't know, I like to get on the internet and on these auction sites, and I like to shop around and try to find vehicles and tools and stuff like that. And I guess I'm addicted to buying stuff on the internet. Anyways, we bought an abandoned truck on one of those auction sites. They just had some pictures on there, and it's an old abandoned Chevrolet truck. So we're going to take you along with us down here to see what we bought, see if we can get it running. If we can't, we're going to load it up on the trailer and we're going to take it back to the shop, and then we're going to get it running. And stick along, we're going to have some fun. And this is just something I enjoy doing, is, you know, buying this crazy stuff on auction sites and seeing what I get. So, all right, hang out and we'll see if we can't have a little fun here. Alright, so this is what we picked up. They wouldn't let me film on the site down there where I got it, so I had to put a battery in it. I didn't know if it would crank or not, but we put a battery in it and she cranked right up, surprisingly. Been sitting for, they said, 3 years down there. So this is what we picked up. Old junk Chevrolet truck. We'll get her back to the shop. We'll get her cleaned up. We'll go to the parts store and find us some gold paint, and we'll make that sucker match right there, boy. We'll get her where she's looking like a queen. A queen, I say. Four-wheel drive, 1500, 2001 model. V8 automatic with air, cruise, tilt. She's just got it all. Low miles, just a good old work truck. Like I said, we'll get this baby back to the shop and hopefully we'll flip this sucker and make us $1 so we can afford to buy something else. Extra cab. Oh, she's got the deluxe seats in her. Air conditioned seats, they're so deluxe. Got the cruising steering wheel. Oh, baby. We'll drive this on vacation. Baby. Alright, let's take a trip back home and get this thing back and see what we can do with it. Alright, we got her back home. we're going to try to fix a couple of things on it. So it's acts like it's running on 7 cylinders. So I think we're going to pull a couple of spark plugs and see if we can figure out which one it's not running on. And we'll just set you up here and let you see what we're doing here. Alright, we're going to pull this spark plug that the scanner said wasn't firing and see what's wrong here. Get this thing running again on all 8 cylinders. Got the wire off. It broke loose there. And before I pull the spark plugs out of these aluminum head engines, I try to have them a little bit warm, not hot, but a little warm. You see the spark plugs seem to come out a little better when they're a little bit warm. You definitely don't want to break one off or strip one out. Then it's turned into a major job getting it replaced there. So somebody's put some Denso iridium plugs in it. It looks like it's got a pretty good gap. We'll clean it up, stick it back in there, and see if that don't fix our problem. Back in we go. We'll try this, see if it works. Could be the coil. Those things are known to go bad too. Or the plug wire. They're probably original. Being a 2001 model, they're 20 something years old, so they've got plenty of use on them. AC Delco Premiums, probably original. see what that does. Get this air box snapped back on there so it'll breathe through the mass air.
I believe she's smoothed up.
Smooth like butter.
One problem fixed. Go to the next.
So the steering wheel in this thing's a little on the crummy side. We're going to, I got another one over in one of these parts trucks. We're gonna grab one of the good steering wheels and put on here and make this thing just a little bit better. Somebody's rung on this one that there's nothing left of it. Gotta get this airbag popped off first here. Got one here that's a little better shape. Make it a little more comfortable. One side of the airbag popped loose. The other side of the airbag popped loose. Undo the airbag plug. 21mm socket here. Pop that nut right off there. Get our puller. We'll pull that steering wheel. Those are 5/16 coarse thread holes that are threaded into these 2000 to 2002 steering wheel for a puller. 03 to 06 has a special little tool that slides down in a hole in there. It's not threaded. Best I remember. These are threaded 5/16 coarse thread. Just run them down in there as hard as you can by hand. Try to get them even. It'll break it right loose. We'll get this off. Be careful with your airbag wire. Yeah, they've just rang the top out of that steering wheel and got that all messed up. Wipe some of the dirt off around this thing. Make it easier when it comes time to clean it, so I don't have a nasty ring around it. These steering wheels have a little line up mark on them. Pretty sure they're splined. Got a little bitch spline on them. There's a little mark on the column and a mark on the wheel. You just line those two up. Put the nut back on. Tighten her back down to all the way. Put the horn wire back in here. doesn't work. That's all right. We'll fix that. I'm gonna go clean this airbag up, wash some of this crud off it, make it look a little neater. Get the airbag cleaned up a little, just a scrub brush and some soap. Plug her bag in, push her back on there. Looks a little better with a complete steering wheel on it instead of one with all the foam run off of it. That's how we swap the steering wheel out.
Nice.
So we're back working on this old Chevrolet truck. We're gonna try to do a little wheel swap on it here. We got these old tires and wheels that came on it. They are rough. I guess they're just out of round from sitting so long, but we got another set of wheels off of another truck. So we've had some spare wheels. And we're gonna put these nice wheels and tires on this here truck. I'll set you up here and get busy working on this thing. All the suspension components, they all look good. They're nice and tight. So we're just gonna truck drives straight down the road. It's just the wheels are bouncy. So we're gonna swap these tires out. Got them custom lug nuts on it, so we're just taking a breaker bar, breaking them loose so we don't twist none of them off and get them where we can't get the lug nuts off. They're just gotta have a real thin wall socket to get in there to them. Looks like a new truck already. Let's take her for a little test drive here and let's see what we get out of it. See if this thing rides any better. These old Chevy trucks, they just ride good. Good old trucks. Let's run this one down the road here and see what happens. After we changed that spark plug out yesterday, or tightened it up, cleaned it, she's running on all 8. Smooth. We got the sweet puppy with us that day. Say hi to him, Roxy Foxy. She ain't saying nothing. She's lost her talking voice. She don't like to talk too much, but she sure does like to listen, don't you? Smooth, yeah. That's what we wanted. Nothing like some new boots on an old ride. Tell them what you think, Roxy. Tell them. Say this is a good truck. I'll teach her to talk one day. She's just a little shy right now. See what she does at 80. Smooth. That thing is nice now. Now all we gotta do is change these seats out. She'll be ready to wash it up and sell it. 4-wheel drive works good on it. She got pretty near 55 pounds of oil pressure after it warms up. Good little unit. Alright, we're going to go down there and do a little more to it. We'll catch y'all in a minute. I just was looking here at the gauges here and that voltmeter there. It's just bouncing around. I know it's not overcharging, but is that the stepper motor going bad in that gauge there? If you know, write down in the comments below why that volt gauge keeps flickering back and forth. I know there's not that much fluctuation in the alternator. It's got to be the stepper motors. bad in that gauge pack, or going bad. Those things are notorious for going out. Tell them what you think. You ain't saying nothing again, are you? Old rotten puppy dog. Alright guys, we're gonna close out this video on this gold truck. We'll bring you back for another one for the next part of, we'll get the interior put back in it. We pulled the seats out of it, them old junk seats, we pulled them out of it. Got them out of there, got the inside cleaned up the rubber floor mat in this thing. And we're, you know, we got them the different wheels on it. The later model 17-inch wheels. We got them put on. We got the camper top taken off of it, made it look more like a pickup truck. Most people don't want one with a camper top on it. They just like a pickup truck. So we got that all taken off. We're gonna get this thing cleaned up the rest of the way. We're gonna get the interior put back in it. We're gonna work around there on that primer spots, and we're gonna put a little touch-up paint on it, get that all color matched a little better. And we'll get this thing check all the fluids in it good, and we'll get it ready to sell, because we got one too many pickup trucks of our own, so we're just probably gonna sell this one. But she sure looks a whole lot better so far from what we had when we first picked it up. Those air conditioned seats were a little bit much on that thing, so we'll spin you around here and she looks a whole lot better. She looks a lot more like a pickup truck sitting here. So she's a little rough, but somebody will need a good little work truck. V8 automatic, 4-wheel drive. Alright guys, we'll have some more videos coming out. We got the red truck that we're gonna do some work on. We got a 85 Toyota truck we found that's been abandoned for about 15 years. We're gonna go see if we can't get it running here in a couple of days. We'll get all that filmed, and it'll be a nice little 85 4-wheel drive that I found. Old straight axle truck. But I know it's been sitting for a good 15-20 years in the back behind a barn over here close to the house. And so we'll go check on that thing and see if we can't get it running, and we'll do a little will it run on that one. So will it run and drive? That ought to be some fun. All right guys, we thank you again. We'll see you in the next one.